Today we're going to compare two amazing cameras in the market, the Panasonic S1 and the Panasonic GH5 Mark II. Let's get straight into the intro. I've been using the Panasonic for a little while now. I would say that I'm not regretting at all. It's actually got a little look from the Lumix S1H, but not quite there. And recently I got myself the GH5 Mark II. This is just a video to compare my experience coming from the S1 switching to a full frame to a micro four third camera. So on the S1, I'm not gonna lie, I really had fun using that particular camera. It's been doing amazing job. I may say that I've really enjoyed that particular camera. There have been a few downsides when it comes to that camera compared to this one. The major disadvantage will have to be the fact that it does not have a flip up screen. Yeah, it does not have a flip up screen, and that turns me off big time, even though it's in some ways, if you look at it, it's not that of a big deal, because if you have an external monitor, I think you should be fine. So with the S1, you only get the tilting type of screen, which I know it's not a big deal, but it all depends on what type of content or filmmaking or what you actually do with the camera. This particular one, you do get a flippy screen. Another downside is the S1 uses a single SD, which the SQD can be a little bit on the expensive side, but it is really a robust SD card. You can use it for ages, no problems. But with this particular one, they both uses two SD card, which is very common and cheaper. You can actually find it anywhere. So that is something that I pretty much like as well. There have been a few trade-off here and there. I would say the major disadvantage when it comes to this one is the fact that it's a micro four third sensor, which I don't know if I should say that a disadvantage or an advantage. So if you guys can see here, which I already showed you guys in one of my previous videos, the sensor is very tiny, and yeah, it's even tinier than a crop sensor, which is 1.5 or 1.6 times crop. And I think when it comes to the sensor issue, they both have their pros and cons as well. So with the full frame line, which we're talking about, the S1, the S5, those are the full frame ones, their lenses can pretty much be on the expensive side. Since I started using the S1, I haven't been able to buy any of their native lenses. I think what I normally do is buy the adapter and then just use the Canon glass, which I have a couple of them lying around here. With this particular micro four third camera, I got in the ecosystem not so long. I think right now, as you guys are watching this video, it's about 2 weeks or a week now since I got into this ecosystem. Looking in the market for lens, of a micro four third, I don't even know how to stretch this enough. These lenses are very much affordable. Like, there are a whole bunch of lenses in the market as well. You do get all the way from, I think, Fuji got a micro four third, and then Olympus also. They also got micro four third lenses as well. Their lenses are very much cheaper and affordable, easy to find, and that is what I actually love about the micro four third system compared to the full frame lines. You don't need to budget thousands of money to get a lens. Even if you have $100, can you guys imagine if you have about $150 or $100, you can pick a lens for this particular camera. I don't even think there is a lens in the full frame line. I'm talking about the S5, the S1, that sells for $150, not even $200. I think the regular kit lens, which is about 24 to 60, I guess, it does not even sell for that much. I think that's about 400 and something, and that's the cheapest lens in the market. So with this particular micro four third, that is actually the advantages of using an M43. So that's micro four third. There are a whole lot of selections. They are very cheaper. There are a whole lot of, like, guys, I understand sometimes you do get a massive crop. 2 times crop, that's very huge, but you guys do know that there is always a way around it by using a speed booster and all that, which there's still some orders that I've made about that is still coming. So there will be more videos coming on this particular camera once I get my hands on the adapter. Another thing that I've noticed is that the Micro Four Third cameras are way cheaper than the full frame lines. This cannot be expensive than a full frame camera, and I think I kind of understand them, because when we talk about Panasonic, when we're dealing with Panasonic here, it might be cheaper, but the capabilities and what the camera does can never be cheap. I mean, this camera is packed with a whole lot of stuff. I think it actually compares with most of the full frame line. I mean, I'm talking about the S5, the S1. It's actually got similar specifications with those ones. The only downside happens to be the fact that it's not really good in low light, which I don't know yet because I have not got my lens. I'm still gonna make a video about that, so just calm down for now. The back and forth between full frame cameras and Micro Four Third cameras, I totally get it, but you should also understand that if you are going for the full frame line, your bank account must be smiling, because nothing for the full frame line is actually cheaper. I mean, everything for the S1, the S5 are very much expensive. But advantages is, I mean, you do get a low light skin, you do get, they are very bigger, especially the S1. I had it and it almost, I mean, detached my arm. But it is a nice camera. It is an amazing gear. With this particular one here, things are very much cheaper, like I said. I mean, you don't need to break the bank. I think if you have about $2,000, yeah, you can get this camera and a lens and a whole bunch of extra accessories. But $2,000 for S1 or S5, you'll probably be getting, I mean, just the camera and a charger. That's just an estimation, though. Being a good filmmaker shouldn't determine a sensor of a camera. I mean, I don't know if I'm making sense, but if you're a good filmmaker, you are good, regardless of what tool or gadgets they give you. Even a phone should do magic. If you have enough money and you think, hey, I would prefer going for those lines, why not? Come on. If I had enough, I would definitely, I mean, buy one in addition to this. If you want to get your hands on the Micro Four Third system, I think maybe you should get your hands on one, try it out, use it, rent it out. I mean, dial your hands on it before you actually make any decisions whether to go with the S1 line, the full frame lines, or the Micro Four Third lines. This is just my personal thoughts. I have no scientific idea or any high-end cinematography ideas about this whole stuff. But if you do, if you have any questions, if you have any, I mean, additional comments to add, just drop it in the comment section and I'm more than willing to get everything answered. Stay tuned, because there will be more videos coming on this particular camera. I'm going to do low light test, video qualities and all that. I'll be shooting sample footages once I get my hands on the adapter and the lenses as well. So thank you very much for watching. Kindly subscribe, like this video, and I'll see you in another one. Stay safe. Peace.
Guys, awesome day. These guys know what they're doing. Let me tell you, they are a power. We need more people like you, because you are the subscribers. Hit the subscribe button. Bring on the notifications. You need to live with these guys. They are experimenting. They are learning new things. They can teach you so much. Go for it. Subscribe. We need you.